Hello YouTube, it's time for a fish room update. We're starting off here with the Festae tank. The Festaes are looking good. There's the male, he's about 10 inch, and in that pot there's the female. That female has got some spawn in there. She did it, I think, I'm not sure when she did it, to be honest, yesterday maybe. Let's have a closer look. There's a female. Look at her red on her nose. There's not much of better sight in American cichlids than a female Festae in spawning dress. She looks absolutely gorgeous. I'll put some pellets in and see if they'll eat. I don't think the female will come up. Come on, mate. There's the male taking some pellets. The female's more interested in looking after a spawn. So the Festaes are looking good. Time to move on. Now I've moved on to the Trimac tank. There's no change in here. Trimacs are doing well. I'll move a bit closer so we can see. This is Big Mac and McFlurry. This is my female, McFlurry. She's a lovely thick old girl, about 10 inch. And this is Big Mac. Big Mac is a right old slab of a fish. He doesn't look it on the video, but when he gets his head down, he's got some right girth to him. I always say the same old thing. He looks like a big fat sumo. He's getting some right character. He's getting a character face, I think, with wrinkles and lumps and bumps and wrinkles, and there he goes. Look. Oh, he's a right old monster, he is. I'm trying to get him focused. And there's McFlurry. She's in her own little. She's in her own half of a tank today. Now go through the divider. The divider has got these holes cut in it, so when she feels like it, she goes through. She does spend a lot of time through the other side, but today she's not going to do it. I might catch her later. Might come back later and catch her later in the male side. But I'm loving this male with all his wrinkles, lumps and bumps, and that's a sign of a mature fish. Right, we better move on. So I'll put you on pause. Right, I've moved on. This is me Chancho tank, and that's I call him Tank and Miss Piggy. So he's doing really well. He's growing well actually, just lately. He's about, I'll say 12 inch. And look at them gorgeous colours. Like I say, some people might think it's just a grey old drab fish. If you look underneath his gills, that yellow and orange. Beautiful fish. I'll move across to the female. She's the other side of her divider as well today. Her gill plates are got more red in them. I think a spawning tube's coming down. She'll be, yes it is. She'll be going through there and spawning in this pot shortly. Right, I'll attempt to try and do it one-handed. I'll put some pellets in this tank. Come on, tank. There he goes. He likes his tucker tank, does. Tucker tank. I know what he doesn't like. He doesn't like magnets. Let's move the magnet. I'm trying to do this with one-handed. How can you eat your dinner and attack the magnet at the same time? Multitasking. Anyway, so that's my Chancho tank. Getting a bit excited, look. Move across to the tank next to it, and it's the Haitiensis pair. So this is Brutus and Muttley. No change in this tank really. The only change in this tank is I haven't got no fry in it. This tank is normal. This pair breed like convicts, but I've got no fry in this tank at the minute. Alright, Brutus. This fish is getting really thick as well. It's 16 inches long. Last time I had to take it out, I weighed it, it was 3 pounds in weight. Right, Brutus. Brutus and Muttley should be getting ready for a spawning. Right, better move on. Well, we've moved on, and this is my wild twig tank and wild cobble tank. I've got cobbles in it and a piece of wood in it, but actually, to be seriously, there's a pair of bean eye in it. Well, I've only been in here 2 or 3 days, and they're hardly coming out. They do come out, but obviously, as soon as I put the camera up, they're going to hide. So that's my wild caught piece of twig. Let's see if we can find a fish. River cobbles and wild twig. Nah, fish. We'll have to leave this one. Right, hang on. Right, I moved on. This is my wild caught red devil, who I call Botox a Maniac. He's actually going loopy at the minute. He don't like the camera in his face. Come on, Botox. Let's have a look at you. Keep still. He's a gorgeous fish. Anyway, I'll move around the other side, see if I can get a better shot. He'll not keep still. Keep still, Botox. You're on film. We need to see you. This fish is in there we go. Oh, he won't keep still. He's a lovely orange colour. So this fish is in my kitchen. And my miss, there he goes. Keep still, mate. I want to see how pretty colours you are. Yeah, so this fish is in my kitchen, and my missus likes things colour coordinated. So get this. When I had my Haitiensis in this tank, we had white tea towels and white candles and what have you. Now we've got an orange fish. I'm gonna have to put the light on to show you. So this is the kitchen. We've got to have orange candles, orange soap, orange tea towels. Get this. More orange candles. Just because we got an orange loopy fish. Anyway, here's my wet pet. It's calming down now. Botox. I wish you would give us a head-on shot. So that's my wild caught red devil, I used to have him in a community tank, but he went absolutely loopy. He went on a murdering spree and killed lots of my other fish. But it did grow a nice knuckle hump. Anyway, we'll move on from there. Botox the Maniac. We'll move on. Well, when I say moved on, I'm still sat in the kitchen. As you can see, Botox the Maniac on the kitchen side. You can still see the orange tea towels and the candles. We'll move round. I'm sat on the sofa. We'll move round. And there's JCB. Hello, JCB. Let's have a look at him. Let's have a close up. I've introduced him to a new girlie. Come on, JCB, where's your girlie? So what I did was put the female the other side of this divider. She was there for I don't know, about 4 or 5 weeks. And then I've cut the holes in the divider, and now she's started to come through. I've piled rocks so the female can get under the rocks, and hopefully they'll accept one another. I'm not too worried about breeding because I have a nice pair of breeding Haitiensis, but I just like them to live together. But I wish you'd come out because you want to see the size difference, but they're actually getting on. I'm gonna go to the other end of the tank and watch him. He don't like the camera. Come on, JCB. Show us what you're made of. Get some digging done. Shaking and digging. Go on. He always does that when the camera's in his face. Where's your girlie? Go on. Show us your girlie. Oh, there she is. Can you see the girl? That's his girlie. He's 15, 16 inch. That girl's about 5. No, not probably even that, about 4. Look at her. Come on then, look at her. I think JCB's in love. If he wanted to, he could swallow in one gulp. I'm sure JCB is in love. Anyway, watch this spot for updates. We'll move on. Right, we've moved on now. This is my Midas. The other one we looked at was a red devil, labiatum. I should have showed you his jawline, but this is me Midas. And of course, this is little Morris. All right, little Morris. Hey, hungry little Morris. But he's in solitary as well, because he's a nuisance. Ain't you, Morris? Can't behave. He don't like magnets. An intruder in your tank, Morris. Get him. No fish like intruders in the tank. Anyway, that's little Morris. He's just another wet pet. Nearly all my fish are wet pet, but I'm going to move on. And my partner has brought herself a wet pet. I don't approve, but she has brought herself a wet pet. So we shall move and show you my partner's wet pet. Well, this is my partner's wet pet, a flower horn. I always said I wouldn't do flower horns, but my wife loved him, so we're going to have to look after him. But to be honest, don't tell her, but I reckon I've fed him something what's not agreeing with him, because when we got him, he was perfectly healthy, pooing well, and so hyperactive, but now he's gone downhill and started pooing white. I think I've given him too much protein food, like I do my Trimax. My Trimax can take the protein, but this hybrid, I don't think he can, so shh, don't tell the missus, sugar loopy. Bloody hell. I reckon I'll get him back to full health. Bit of Epsom salts, that'll sort him out. So we'll look forward to seeing how this guy turns out. Not my cup of tea really, but they make a good wet pet. All my fish are nearly wet pets. Hang on, I'm going to put you on pause. Right, now I'm sat in front of my Doveye tank. This is Wolf, Mr. and Mrs. Wolfie. And they're doing well. Come on, Wolfie. Show us your teeth, Wolfie. Whoa! God, did you hear that? He bites his girly, then eats the scales, but she still comes back for more. Come on, Wolfie. I'm going to go to the other end of the tank. This is a 7-foot tank, and I'm squeezing in here in my hallway. I can hardly fit in. So right, I'm going to go down the end. There we go. I can see you better now, Wolfie. Looks like I've got a 2-foot tank. I'm keeping a Doveye in a 2-foot tank. I am clever. But it's 7 foot long. Still not big enough really. But there we go. God, he's like a bloody bullet, this fish. Come on, Wolfie, calm down. Blooming heck. If he had a 15-foot tank, he'll still sprint to one end to the other end in a couple of seconds flat. I think he's not interested. Normally, blooming heck, they're biting each other. Normally he's interactive with me. Here he comes. That's better, Wolfie. Calm down, mate. You're on telly. Just calm down and show us your teeth. Right, we'll put you on pause. Because he's not going to behave. Well, we moved on again. This is my Umbrifium. This is Crazy Joe. Crazy Joe has put a right good old growth spurt on. He's catching my Doveye up, and he's a lot younger. He's about 15 inch. And he's doing really, really well. See if we can get a good shot of him. Come on, Joe. There's 2 other fish in here with Crazy Joe. His girly. Look at his girly. Bit like me Haitiensis. Oh, you can't see her now, but she's tiny, tiny, tiny. There she is. They spawn on a regular basis. She's got a big chunk out of a dorsal fin. I don't know whether that'll grow back. I might have to get the scissors to that. They grow back when you get the scissors to them. And also, there's a fry in here somewhere, a great big massive one, from previous spawnings. Anyway, less of a tiny fish. Come on, Joe. He's getting really, really thick. I love him. I'm not very good at filming though, but he looks a lot better at that in real life. Don't you, Joe? He's really thick. He he'll eat and eat and eat and eat. There's one thing I can say. There must have been that little fry under there. There's one thing I can say. Is my umbi, I don't know if everybody's is the same, my umbi will eat and eat twice as much as my dovey. Anyway, let's move on. Right, we're at my community tank now. I'm not happy with this community tank. I used to call it my community tank, and then it was my dumping tank, and now I call it my okey cokey tank. I put my Festay in, my Texas, out, in, out, I shake it all about. Nothing's ever right in this tank. I think I'm giving up with the community. I've got my big female Festay that looks absolutely diabolical, because I had an 11-inch male in it. It duffed her up anyway. But what is going good, but I don't know how for long, I do have a trio of Tiger Motos, wherever they are. There's the male. The female, she's got a spawn and wigglers in that pipe. Tiger Moto. Look at her. She's got wigglers coming out in there. They're going to look good in a few days' time, and then it's going to go all tits up again, I bet. There's the male. And then the other end of the tank, let's scoot across quick. Can't find her, but there is another male, and that's okey cokey. I'm going to call that fish okey cokey. I'm loving that fish. It's a right mess, but he's the one responsible for putting one fish in, one fish out, in, out, we shake it all about. I love him. Texas. But he's a bloody nuisance, so I've got to look after him properly. He'll take on anything and gets absolutely battered.